Mr. Chairman, you say that that you put an end to it. No question that this leader who was, did horrible things, and some people under him are gone, and there's nobody in the Western world who's shedding tears about that. But the question is the people below them, and whether or not you are confident, based on what you're seeing, that enough of the Iranian regime was taken out that there really can be a change in leadership. And then the next question is, how does that work?
Well, Dana, the more immediate question is Iranian military power. That's what they'd use to retaliate against our bases, against our Arab friends, and against Israel. And that's the methodical campaign that the United States and Israel is conducting today. We've always said Iran can never have a nuclear weapon. They also can't be allowed to have a vast missile arsenal, and that's exactly what they have. Thousands and thousands of missiles, much more than the United States and Israel have in missile defense combined. And it's much easier to kill the archer on the ground than it is to shoot his arrow out of the sky. So what the American people will see in the days ahead is going to be a methodical and systematic focus on Iran's missiles, its missile launchers, and ultimately its missile manufacturing capability, so they can't continue to threaten our troops in Israel and our other friends in the region. We don't know what the future will hold for the Iranian regime, but as President Trump said, this is a chance for the Iranian people to rise up and to reclaim their freedom and to chart their own destiny after 47 years of violent oppression.
Well, and that's really one of the key questions as well, is with the president calling for the people of Iran to rise up, so is the Prime Minister of Israel. How realistic is that, given the fact that the Iranian people have no weapons? They barely even have internet.
Well, Dana, we saw that the Iranian people hate the regime just last month. Starting in late December and into January, tens of thousands of people all across Iran were rising up in protest against their leadership. The only thing that stopped that is the supreme leader and the other ayatollahs cutting off all communication with the outside world and machine gunning their own people. Tens of thousands were killed by the thugs that were running the Iranian security services. President Trump promised the Iranian people that help was on the way. Help has now arrived, and I would join President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu in encouraging the Iranian people to rise up and take their fate into their own hands. Help is here. We're going to continue to degrade the regime of the Ayatollahs, to target their missiles, to target the security services like the Revolutionary Guard Corps and the Quds Force, the shock troops that have kept the Ayatollahs in power. And I would suspect we'll see more and more Iranians taking to the streets to try to take back their own destiny.